Welcome to the Audio Inc. Radio podcast, featuring interviews with the biggest names in rock and metal. Hosted by Anne Erickson.
Got Inc.? Head to audioinkradio.com and find exclusive artist interviews, Q&As, photos, contests, music news, and more. Whew, that's a lot of ink. It's audioinkradio.com.
What's up? This is Stix Zadinia. You're listening to Anne Erickson on Audio Inc. Radio.
What's up? It's Anne Erickson. As always, it's great to have you here on the podcast. And don't forget to link up online, Twitter and Snapchat at Anne Erickson, Instagram at Erickson Anne. You can link up on Facebook at itsmeanne.com. Finally, if you are rocking out to the podcast for the first time, please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Fun guest on the show, Stix from Steel Panther. They have a new record out, Heavy Metal Rules, on September 27th. Hey, Stix, thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
My pleasure. Thanks for talking with me.
Of course. Well, first of all, congrats on the new record on the way, Heavy Metal Rules. I think the title says it all. It's an awesome title. Why did you name the album Heavy Metal Rules?
I am glad that you like the title, because titles of albums are important to us. And we've been saying Heavy Metal Rules for 30 years. And when somebody said, why don't we, I can't remember who it was, one of us said, why don't we call it Heavy Metal Rules? It was like, it was right in front of us the whole time. And I cannot believe that we have not called an earlier album Heavy Metal Rules, but it feels appropriate for this time. We've been saying it, and so now we've permanently etched it in writing on an album, and I'm really proud of that.
Something that I think really stands out about this record is Steel Panther's musicianship. You guys are just great players. So do you think sometimes your musicianship gets overshadowed because everybody is into the larger-than-life stage show?
That's a really good question. Maybe, but, with this record, when people hear this record, I think that they're going to hear what you're hearing on it. And I think this record, as opposed to the last couple records, it is more technical, and there are some actual parts to play on this record. And I think what people don't realize is we're musicians first. We all started playing our instruments when we were kids, and we come together, and when you are in a band like Steel Panther, and the stage show and the live show is so bombastic and big and crazy. Maybe it can get overlooked, but I don't think it'll be overlooked when people do end up hearing this record. I think people will go, these guys are ripping.
What are you most excited about when it comes to releasing Heavy Metal Rules?
Honestly, just what I just mentioned. For people to hear, these 9 songs. There's no filler on this record. There's no, not 14, 15 songs where 3 of them or 4 of them are just fast forward, boom, skip, skip, skip. I don't feel like there's any skippage on this record. And I can't wait for him. I feel like it's time for a record like this, especially because of all the PC police out there. And I think that this one's going to feel, it's going to feel sharper to people who are super sensitive, but we haven't changed what we've done. I think the culture just has gotten more sensitive, and it's going to feel, you're going to hear people go, you can't say that.
So how would you describe the writing process for Heavy Metal Rules? Was it different from what you guys have done in the past?
No, actually, every band does stuff a little bit differently, and we kind of always have the same MO when it comes to writing albums. There's never a deliberate time to go, okay, now let's create. We are always constantly writing. Satchel's our main songwriter. He's always coming up with ideas. I'm coming up with ideas. I'm sending them to him. It can start anywhere from being on the road. Somebody says something, and the other person goes, "Oh my God, dude, you should write the song." And or it's a text. It's a, "Hey, we should write a song called this," or it's a riff and it's an email, and we're always writing. So for us, the process didn't change. It was all, it's just always going. It's not a faucet we shut off and on.
You guys, of course, are touring with Heavy Metal Rules, and Steel Panther is known as a great live band. How important is the live show to Steel Panther's success?
Oh, well, I mean, I think that that's why we've been able to have a career. I mean, people don't sell albums anymore. It doesn't happen because you have all the streaming and nobody wants to own, nobody wants to buy something that you can get for essentially free. If your live show is not killer, then, people aren't going to come back. They're not going to come see you the next time because they're like, they phoned it in, or, or they weren't that good. So to us, it's crucial that we kill live. And we came up playing 6 and 7 nights a week, regularly, weekly shows. So going out and playing live and performing that's what we do. We also happen to put records out. So I think as opposed to bands that put records out and then they go play live to support it because they have to, we go play live and then we put records out also.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. What's your favorite thing about getting out there and playing shows?
Making people stoked, making people rock, giving people an escape from their regular mundane lives. And, and I have it too. When I'm off the road, if there was a band that went, hey, come be a freak for a night, I'd be like, I'm going there. Because, everybody wants an escape.
Aside from Steel Panther, who do you think is the most influential hair metal band of all time?
Oh, gosh. Winger. I think Winger, maybe not everyone's most influential band, but definitely mine. Their songs, I think that they were one of those underrated bands because Kip Winger always had a 5 o'clock shadow, and I feel like that got more attention than his song. If you really listen to his songs, they're not easy to play, and there's big hooks. So for me, maybe Winger. The question that I would answer with Winger is who's the most underrated hair metal band? Winger. Who's the most influential hair metal band? Hold on, I'll tell you. Probably Def Leppard. They set the bar, and they change the bar, and then they change the bar again. So that's my answer.
What are your thoughts on the state of rock and metal music? Some people think it's dead, but I totally disagree.
I don't think rock and roll is dead by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, like the other musicians you've interviewed, we're out there at the festivals and we're out there playing. People are buying tickets, they're coming to shows. And I think that, rock and roll album sales might be dead, or, people don't sell those records, but people want to come have a good time. They want to have that escape, and they're coming to the shows and they're into it. And I think as long as you keep putting good records out and good music and good songs, it will stay alive and it will thrive.
Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to plan on going to Australia next year. We're going to do a lot of touring. But in the meantime, we're filming a lot of stuff for our YouTube channel, Steel Panther Television. And we're working on a TV series, and we're always writing music. So we're doing a lot of things to stay entertaining, to stay creative, we just want to spread the Steel Panther gospel as far and wide as possible. Let everybody know it's okay to not be politically correct.
A TV show, did you say?
Yeah, I mean that's a goal of ours. I would love, look, I'd love to get we're in discussions with some with a production company right now, and to have a TV show or that medium would be amazing, or a feature film, a Steel Panther feature would be pretty amazing. And we're doing everything we can to try to make those things all happen. We want to do it all.
I think that'd be awesome. Well, Stix, thanks again. It's been great catching up. Check out the new record, Heavy Metal Rules, out in September.
Awesome, man. You too. Thank you.
It's the cutting edge of new music and the forefront of rock. It's Audio Inc. with Anne.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Audio Inc. Radio podcast. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. Get inked online at audioinkradio.com. I'm Anne Erickson for the Audio Inc. Radio podcast.